Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the new Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. Se ve así. I went to Ulta the other day and I was like, you know what? I really want to try this out because first of all, it says Creaseless Concealer. You guys know my under eyes crease a lot and I'm constantly looking for really great products that will give me little to no creasing. So I was like, esto lo vamos a probar. Tarte does have some amazing concealers and I feel like it's been a minute since they've launched a really good concealer. We all know the Tarte Shape Tape, so I'm very excited about this one. And actually the display at my local Ulta had a lot of them sold out. So estoy muy excited. If you want to continue watching and see how I transform these under eyes aquí, then please go ahead and do so. Let me go ahead and pull up some information real quick on this product. This concealer comes in 34 different shades. It retails for $30. The shade that I picked up was 38N Medium Tan Neutral. And this is supposed to be a creamy concealer that has full coverage with a natural finish for smoother, brighter, crease-proof under eyes. It does contain maracuja and cloudberry complex, brightens the appearance of the under eyes. It's an anti-crease formula that won't break down or settle into fine lines, covers the look of dark circles, redness, and hyperpigmentation, and more. Nourishing niacinamide to help brighten, while bakuchiol helps reduce the look of fine lines and evens the look of skin. Leaves skin looking moisturized, dry, not flat. It's cruelty free. I think they also have some of these in travel size, which is a great option if you just kind of want to trial it out first. And then this also is waterproof, doesn't look cakey. So let's go ahead and try it out because it has a lot of amazing claims here. And I'm like, let's just put everything to the test. It seems like it's going to be the best concealer. You guys, what this looks like. Se ve así. I'm gonna open it up. This is what it looks like. Comes with this nice thin doe foot applicator. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to be applying the product right here on this side. It feels extremely lightweight, a very thin consistency, but as you can see, it has great pigmentation. And I'm gonna go like that. I also really like this color. I think this color is gonna be great. I like to go a shade lighter than my overall foundation shade just because I really like for it to give me some brightness. Not too bright, but just bright enough. So on one side, I'm gonna go ahead and take a damp sponge, and on the other side, we're gonna go ahead and use a little brush. So before we do that, let me just grab my powder because I know I'm going to have to set this because even though it claims to be crease proof, I still need my products. I actually have everything in a travel bag because I've been traveling and I'm about to travel again. So I'm just kind of keeping everything in esta bolsita, my Rare Beauty bag. They sent this over to me a while ago, so it's been handy lately. So for powders, I always like to use the one size powder. It is my holy grail. This is something I very much so recommend. Let me go ahead and bring you guys a little closer. Let's see. And we're gonna begin blending this. So sometimes what I like to do is let the product warm up on the skin, but that blended really nicely. It does give great coverage, but it feels extremely lightweight, so it doesn't feel heavy. It feels very different than how the Tarte Shape Tape feels. Like this one actually feels like it could be an everyday wearable product. Not that the Tarte Shape Tape isn't, but that one's just way more of a thicker consistency. I feel like this one is creamy yet very lightweight, feather-like, and I do like that. So this is with a concealer and this is with no concealer. Mira. Looks nice, right? Look at that. Okay. So typically for me, immediately after I apply it, I have to go in to set it or else it becomes a hot mess. But this isn't doing bad. I just know myself that I have to go in with a powder to set it. Now, Tarte did launch some powders. I did see that, but I just wanted to try out the concealer and I already have a powder that I really love, which is the One Size Ultra Peach. So I was like, I'm not going to mess what is not broken. So So I just want to see how it does with my powders. Obviously, what's really going to test this product is the wear test. How it does for the entire day. Is it going to separate? Is it going to crease? And I will let you guys know that as the day progresses. But so far, I have to say I'm very impressed. Sorry, I have something right here. There we go. I'm very impressed with how easily it melted onto the skin. I also feel like a lot of people really do appreciate and favor these type of formulas nowadays, where it's just a very lightweight type of consistency. It's not thick, it's not heavy, it's just very easy to work with. Especially for the under eyes, I feel like we need those type of consistencies where we can get really great coverage, because this does give really great coverage, but it's not feeling super intense or heavy on the under eye, especially because the under eye is the thinnest layer of skin on the face. So I do really appreciate that. It does have a little bit of a tacky consistency as you blend it, but it blends out very seamlessly, like right now that I'm blending on my hand. And I just feel like it allows to really press that product in to really give you that great like coverage and also that great pigmentation. Okay, so I'm gonna dust away this powder. Let's see. You can see it worked really well, really well with my powder. And I think it also is because the powder is very lightweight, but the concealer formula is really lightweight. So that just allows everything to layer on top of this very nicely. So, eso me gusta. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and apply it on this side. Like that. And I'm going to blend this all out. I'll see. Blends very nicely with the brush, which I am very happy about. Yeah, that looks so good. Okay, either with a brush or your sponge, this product blends out very well. And even with the finger, as you guys saw me blending it into the back of my hand, like it blended out so nice, and it sets really easily on the skin. Like it feels a little tacky when you're first applying it, but once you set it, it really just locks into place. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish blending that. Yeah, I really like how that blends out. Look at that. It looks so nice. And the color's perfection. I'm gonna go in and set that. I really love the fact that it works well with my powder, because that's one thing. If a concealer doesn't work well with my powder, it's not gonna work out for me. I'm gonna take a little bit up here and down here just to highlight a little bit of my complexion. And you could even use this to kind of do a little bit of like some spot concealing. Like let's say you also have little areas where you want to cover certain little blemishes or imperfections. You can just go in with the concealer and it's going to do a great job of doing its magic onto the skin. I am going to take a little bit. I think that's it. I think that's all I need. So far it's looking good. Honestly, I'm not shocked, because you guys know Tarte comes out with some really great concealer formulas, so I'm not expecting anything less from them in the concealer department. But like I said, what's really gonna test the product to the max is the wear test, because that'll let me know, you know, if it creases, if it's gonna be creasy by the end of the day. Also today it's gonna be the hottest day. It's gonna be like 100 degrees. So I think this is a perfect day to wear test this out. And of course you guys will see a natural lighting clip from me, but I'm gonna give this a few minutes to set into place, and I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and change, and then I'll come back and give you guys my first initial thoughts, and then we can officially begin this wear test. Right now it is 8:49 en la mañana. You guys can see right there. And there is an excessive heat warning, so I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be really hot. So yeah, this is what we're looking like. It looks really nice, very pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my glam, and I will be right back. Okay, bonitas, I am back. This is the full face of makeup. I completed the entire look. Honestly, I just went ahead and added blush off camera and also a lip, but this look really came together and I'm obsessed with it. So right now it is 9:19 in la mañana, and here we have the Tarte concealer. So honestly, I feel like the concealer looks really nice. Extremely lightweight on the under eyes. It does not feel heavy whatsoever, which I really love, especially as somebody that doesn't like heavy things on the under eye. With this weather, the last thing I want is something super heavy and just thick on the under eye. So just knowing that I don't have that is a great thing. I also feel like it looks really good with the little to no creasing, and it worked fantastic with the powders. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to carry on with the rest of my day. I will show you guys how these under eyes look in natural lighting, and then of course at the end of the day for my final thoughts on whether I think this concealer is worth the $30 or not, and if it could live up to the Tarte Shape Tape, because that is the OG one. But so far so good. Also the color is really nice. I feel like everything came together very beautifully, which I really do appreciate, but esto me está gustando. Okay, bonitas, so I am in the car right now. It is so hot. It is 101 degrees. I actually just got my cafecito, my cold brew, because this is what you need when it's this hot. And I'm getting a little sleepy. I need to stay awake. I have a lot to do. But this is what the concealer looks like. It's honestly holding up pretty well, which I really do like. I do feel like it looks really nice and smooth on this side. This side, I'm not gonna lie, is like my more creasy under eye. You can see a little tiny bit of creasing right there, but overall it's looking really nice, and I like the fact that it's a very lightweight consistency. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my under eye, and even with the powder I still think it does really well, and I like the brightening that it gives me with the natural light. You can see it even better. So that's how we're doing, and I will see you guys later for my final thoughts. Right now it is 12:26, so nos vemos. Okay, bonitas, I am back. Right now it is 9:23 p.m. en la noche, and I am ready to give you guys my final thoughts on the new Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. So se ve así. Honestly, I feel like it did pretty well for most of the day. This side is my more creasy under eye. This side is my more like normal under eye. For the more creasy under eye, which is what we really put it to the test with, there was a little tiny bit of creasing, but nothing too insane. Typically for me, like some concealers by the end of the day, like it'll be very obvious creasing. This one isn't bad, so that I can for sure appreciate. I feel like it's pretty good. The fact that it's already 9:30 p.m. and it's held up this well, I really do appreciate. This side where we don't have that much creasing going on, typically for this under eye, it did very well. So if you do not really crease that much, or you don't have too much problems creasing, I think you'll really like how this does. I think it does beautifully. But if you do have some creasing, I don't think it's as bad as some other concealers can be. So I would say it's definitely worth checking out, because it definitely does give a just very beautiful finish. It doesn't feel heavy on the under eyes, which I really do appreciate. I feel like it just feels very natural. So I'm actually getting ready to go on another trip. I'm going to LA. So I'm gonna be taking this with me, because I think this is definitely one that I would want to continue using these next few days, see how it performs. So I'm going to be taking this with me. I'm going to give you guys an update in the comment section down below to see how it continues to hold up. But I have to say, Tarte, I am not surprised. I'm not surprised this performed pretty well, because if you've been eyeing this, definitely look into it. You know, swatch it for yourself in store, maybe get the travel size, but I do like it. If you did enjoy watching this review, please give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know to continue doing estos videos para ustedes. Also, let me know what videos you want to see next, and I can definitely do that for you guys, because you guys know I love bringing you guys reviews on the newest beauty products. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós, bonitas.